Hey guys, today I'll be showing another restoration project I've been working on, and this video is for Robert, who owns this really nice 75 Minimoog. And for those curious that watched my last video, this is actually the 74-75 Minimoog I had lined up in the list of Minimoogs on my last video for the history. So this is the 75 Minimoog complete. So Robert, just going to go over it for you, show everything's functioning. For anybody that's curious about it, feel free to watch. Absolutely love you guys watching my videos. And just going to show you what you're getting back. So this one here was pretty sick when I got it in. The oscillator 3 was dead. You had some problems with tracking, some issues with calibration I ran into later on. Just some common stuff, but just the same, it had some problems. So what I did this one is I rebuilt the key bed assembly, brand new key bushings, contact cleaning, contact alignment, key travel alignment, key height adjustment, so it's had all the good stuff there. Repaired the oscillator 3, went through the circuit boards, replaced all common failure components, as well as did some upgrades to it to improve the reliability of it. Now what was interesting about this Minimoog is it already had the dead zone mod, so I didn't have to do the dead zone mod to this one, which was kind of nice, and they actually did it correctly. It was done really well. So shout out to whoever did the dead zone mod to this one. Because usually what happens, people try to do the dead zone and they mess it up. They don't know how to do it right, and a lot of times I end up having to redo the dead zone. But so you had the dead zone already. You had that was probably the biggest upgrade you had done, which was really nice, because that's something I do to all of them. That's just something I do because it makes such improvement. For those that don't know what the dead zone mod is, it basically gives you a true dead center, and when you're in the detent of the pitch wheel, making a 0.00 volts. And so it gives you a lot more accuracy from having little sharps and flats when you use the wheel, which you'll hear in a minute. Clean the interface really good, clean all the pot switches, and took the knobs off, cleaned the knobs by hand, put the knobs back on. So it's really clean. Condition the wood, so the wood's all nice and conditioned. Condition the plastic as well. I got a special plastic conditioner I use, works great. You can just see how nice this thing looks now. It's really clean. Walk around back here, clean the back panel as well, clean the under chassis. Put new screws in your under chassis. I use a little larger screw. Factory size, factory spec and everything, but it's a little larger size screw. Because what happens is the chassis tends to eat out the wood after you put these screws in and out so many times over the years. So I go a little larger screw to compensate for that wood loss. And so that's all done. But you can see the back panel here, how clean it is. Your serial number 6768, and as well as the back panel here, you can see how clean it is. Cleaned all the wood, and full calibration, 9-hour burn-in. So this thing's had all the work, even cleaned the power cord on it, so it's got a good clean power cord. But let me put the camera on the tripod here, and I'll walk you through the sound, show you that all oscillators work, all tracking's correct now, and we'll go through it. Let me plug my camera in right quick. It's about to die on me. This camera has horrible battery life. Always has. Let me get this thing plugged in. There we go. Flip this around where I can see. Alright. So anyways, we'll start with everything on. I've got a sound set up here and you can just hear how it sounds. Goes back to center. I can wiggle it in the detent, no change in pitch. As you can hear. But that's all oscillators on. I'll go through your keys, show you that all keys work. As you can hear, all keys are working great. There's all your oscillators at 2 footage. the footages are working. Your filter tracks the keyboard. I'll show you that right quick, then we'll go back over the... just a hair. So that's just your filter. So open that filter up, and I should go through the oscillators for you so you can hear each oscillator independently so you know they're all working. Also, your noise source works real quick. So here's your noise source. That's your white noise, pink noise. Volume control works nice and smooth. In here. So here's oscillator 1. We'll go through the wave shapes first. So that's oscillator 1. Also, your volume knob's real smooth. Oscillator 2. So that's oscillator 1 and 2, and oscillator 3. Something I did forget, I'll show you, go back and show you the volume controls for oscillator 2 and 3. So here's oscillator 2. Nice and clean. Here's oscillator 3. So you hear all your oscillators working fantastic. They're working real well. Your filter works correctly. It tracks the keyboard correctly. We'll turn the oscillators back on here, and we'll close this filter up. I'll show you that the, well actually let me show you the contour for the loudness works right quick. So we'll go with a fast decay. So here it's just a pop. So you hear your decay. Also your sustain level works. Also your attack time works. You can hear. There's your attack time. Now we'll go back and I'll show you that the control works for your filter. So we'll turn the contour up. We'll close this filter up. So it's the same carbon. Turn all oscillators off. So here's just your filter. Your decay time as well as your sustain level. And your attack works. So as you can hear, your contour is working great for both your VCA, VCF. VCL is working great. I will going to show you that the modulation bus works as well. We'll turn the oscillators back on here, set up a sound. Your decay switch works here as well, as you can see. I'm going to go here and we're going to turn oscillator 2, oscillator 3 into an LFO source, and then I'm going to actually modulate your oscillators with your pitch wheel. The train's going by. Give me a minute. Alright, so anyways, you can hear the modulation working from your oscillator 3. We can also engage noise in the modulation mix. So that's your oscillators being modulated. Now we can actually modulate the filter. And you hear two different noise sources. When I switch the switch here, you're actually changing the noise source within your modulation bus. So that's pretty cool. So we'll go here and actually set this back up to you can hear the modulation bus is working great. Your glide rate works. So you hear your glide rate, and the switch. I cleaned all the switches too. The switch here didn't work right either. Now it works correctly. So anyways, you can hear this thing's working really well. That's just a little play around there. But it's all working really well. All the pots, like I said, are clean, so you won't hear any scratching in any of the potentiometers. Filter works great. Oscillators work great. And I think you're going to be really happy with this thing. But Robert, just want to take a minute and show you your Minimoog. Just go over it for you so you can actually see this thing as a complete unit now. I know I've sent you little pictures here and there as it opened up and all that good stuff. But it's always nice to see a final video of the thing fully working, fully back together. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and I appreciate all the support. And there'll be more to come here very soon. Take care.